we spend a timeout here after the play. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
I really like this aggressive approach here by the offensive coordinator and head coach deciding to go for this. Why not take a chance here on this opening drive? You've gotten across midfield. Worst case is you put your defense back out on the field, but instead you pick up the first down, new set of downs, and they're thinking about a touchdown here on this drive.
Longhorns with 1st and 10 here. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that previous play. Looking to throw here. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
The Longhorns looking to cash in the red zone. Defense looking to bring heavy pressure here. They'll run it here. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. Second down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. It's a wide receiver screen. They wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
Important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Boom. Try and muscle for the first down. You make the stop at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. The defense swarming him that time.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Texas, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game, Kurt, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. the last play of the quarter coming up. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Takes the handoff again. Breaks into the clear. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Looking to pass this time. Quick throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Picks up the first, looking for more. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. So early movement from the offense that'll push him back 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The penalty backs up the offense. It's 1st and 15. Dropping back, it's Keene. Defense is coming after him. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
And the ball is hauled in.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or they have to settle for 3? Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. The receiver makes the catch. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. So no hesitation by the coach. The offense is out there to go for it here. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. One team stays on the sideline. Offense going for it on 4th down. Looking downfield, it's Keene. Launching one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Well, they come out of that nickel package. The move pays off. Gives them an extra defensive back on the field, a little bit more speed and awareness, and it pays off with this big interception.
All right, so it's 1st and 10, back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? It's a quick grab. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Catch made on the sideline. He does get the foot down. And they'll step out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage there. The defense pursuit forced him out. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Looking for a man. On the move now. Escapes the pocket. Slides to avoid the big hit.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Breaks into open space. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
What a heads-up play here by this quarterback. Everybody's covered downfield. He keeps his poise. No big deal. Just calls his own number and gets the first down. And most importantly, he slides at the end of the play. Lots of time left in this one, so he's got to protect himself.
First down, looking to throw the ball. It's an out route, the catch made. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
It's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Third down coming up after that running play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quarterback looking to scramble. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Longhorns starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Caught by the receiver. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Important 2nd down play coming up. And here's the handoff. He'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Running game is working. Let's stick with it on first down. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Longhorns. So with playoff pressure curve, the offense executes a long, winding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. The first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Keene. Short throw complete to the tight end. A huge hit by the linebacker, a collision of big bodies there. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Makes it second and medium. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looking deep downfield to the left. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Catch made on the left side.
Here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. He'll ride the back again here. Breaking free at the 35. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
Third down, I think the defense is really expecting the ball to go through the air. Instead, the offense keeps it on the ground, gives it to one of the more skilled players, and he gets the yards he needs. Move the sticks.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Ball handed off. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it here. He'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Longhorns will kick this deep, begin the second half.
Texas.
So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Quarter, down by a couple of possessions. And one takes it across the 30-yard line. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Pretty good gain here by this offense, and here they are. They're getting already set to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Defense better get their cleats in the ground.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Breaks loose at the 45. Will make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. To throw, it's Keen. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
We'll try the ground game here with the running back. Short now for the offense from the +25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert, keep the drive going? Timeout called by the defense, their first. As they try to make some adjustments here. So now it's 3rd and short from the +25. They're in field goal range. Let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Butler. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. 1st down and 10. Looks right for a quick completion. To get it down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Back to throw. It's Keen. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Wow, they get positive yards here, but they have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Third and short here in this playoff game, the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw again. Catch made on the out route. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the 1st down.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that 1st down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the 2nd half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up. Makes a huge fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
So the drive gets underway, backed up at the 8-yard line. And from the shotgun, inside handoff. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back, moves out of the pocket. Wrapped down the middle. It's Carter. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
It's a shotgun run call. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
After the 2nd down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Receiver makes the catch. That gain is good enough for a 1st down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a 3rd down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round. Should be the last play of the quarter. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Looking for his big tight end. What a catch! Goes out of bounds, but a huge pickup on the play to wrap up the 3rd quarter. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. And as we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. They open the 4th by going to the air. Makes a quick catch. Going to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. They connect for 6. So they find the reliable tight end. He makes the defense pay that time. You know, the receivers a lot of times get most of the attention, but don't forget about how potent a tight end can be. When you've got a player like this who can run routes, get a serious weapon that they can utilize, and they just did right there.
Texas, 21. Texas, 0.
And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Last possession, they went for it on 4th down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. Taking a deep shot here to the right. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
But trailing by this much in the fourth quarter, the defense playing smart. They know you've got to take some deeper shots to try to get back in this game with a big play. And the margin of error for this quarterback shrinks with every pass attempt.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Back-to-back deep shots. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
What do you know, Chris? Another incompletion. You know, with how inept this passing game has been today, I don't have any confidence that they're going to be able to overcome this big of a deficit in the fourth quarter. If you gave them 2 more quarters, I still don't think they could get it done.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Throws to the tight end. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball under the 36.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Looking to chuck it again. Throwing for his running back. Over the middle. It's Irvin. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
But there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
Second down. Looking to throw. It's Keene. Pressure is coming. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Bringing pressure. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Looking for his big tight end. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
That's reeled in. It's Watkins. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. Offense looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket. Oh, that one's picked Catch on the return there, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 47.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarter. And here comes a deep shot. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, unfortunately, that just sums up what kind of day it's been for this offense. Just no rhythm, no chemistry. They've been off all day and have no points to show for it here in the fourth quarter.
Back to throw. It's Keene. The pass rush closing in. And the pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime, get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play, force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking for his big tight end. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Breaks into the open. And they finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. What's the call here? The drive begins with excellent field position. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
For the defense trying to get after this quarterback, I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Working clock with the ground game. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out and do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the quarterback keeps the ball. He's trying to make a big play on third down. He probably should have gotten the ball out of his hands. Now, we've got a big 4th down coming up.
And the field goal unit coming on the field now. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. That miss leaves us with a 21-point game.
Yeah, it's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
Dropping back, it's Keene. Tries the right with a quick throw. And the sophomore QB with an inaccurate throw put behind his man. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 29. Play action fake, looking to throw. Caught behind the line, it's Irvin. And this one goes nowhere, lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Irvin.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space. And a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Looking to pass. It's Keen. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Looking to throw it again. The quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. He'll earn the 1st down, but pay for it with a hard hit. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Running out of time in the pocket. The pass rush gets home.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Looking deep for late-game heroics. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Dropping back. It's Keen. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
4th down. He's throwing for it. Looking for a late, deep throw. And the catch is made way downfield. That's a big game, but they could have used that when this football game was still in doubt. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. After the huge play, they're pounding on the door. It's 1st and goal at the 3. Caught quickly. Touchdown, tied as they get on the board here in this playoff game. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
Now they'll empty the backfield on this 2-point conversion. And he drops back in the gun. And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion to cut into this lead. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And it looks like that almost touched before it made it 10 yards. So, yeah, the penalty marker is coming out. So they don't let the ball travel 10 yards before touching it. That could be a crucial mistake as they try to come back here in the fourth quarter. Keeping it on the ground here. He breaks free.
Oh, this defense, if there's any chance of getting back in this game, you can't give up a big gain like this on first down.
So second and short here, exactly what you want when you try to run the clock out and secure the victory. He'll hand it off.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
A solid run, good for first down yardage. Looking to dial up the pressure. Let's see if they bring the house. He cannot escape. It's a sack. And the defense signals time here with just 13 seconds left on the clock.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking downfield near the end zone. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Important third down play coming up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Looking to scramble. Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a huge gain there, but that's it for this period. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.